Welcome back, dear viewers. As we said earlier, that we are going to talk about cooperation between Egypt and different African countries, especially Nile Basin countries, in the field of water resources, and to what extent the River Nile can act as a bridge between these countries. And to shed light on this issue, we are joined here in the studio with by Professor Khalid Abdel Hai, Director of Hydraulic Research Institute. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Dr. Mahmoud Kamel, Manager of the Regional Training Center. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sirs. We start with Dr. Khalid. Dr. Khalid, can you brief us about the Hydraulic Research Institute? What is that institute and when it was established, and what are the activities of the institute?
Hydraulic Research Institute is one of the 12 institutes under the umbrella of the National Water Research Center of the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation. This institute, it was established in 1947, so it's really a success story of about 70 years of
1947, it's quite a long time.
Yeah, it was established in 1947, so as I mentioned, it is a success story of about 70 years of experience in solving the hydraulic problems. The institute is the research arm of the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation in solving the hydraulic problems in the Egyptian irrigation system, network system. As I mentioned, this is an old institute. It is an old institute, in fact, in the region, in the Middle East and the region. And this institute is a unique institute in conducting a physical scale model, as we may see here in the
video.
In the video. We are very famous in conducting the physical scale models. So this video, for example, shows a scale model study on the one of the barrage, which is a new Asyut barrage. In this physical scale model, we study the flow pattern and study the hydraulic characteristics of the new barrage, new Asyut barrage. In fact, we are very famous in this issue in the Middle East and in the region. And because we have wide experience, in fact, and based on our vision for technology transfer between Egypt and the Nile Basin countries, which we are sharing, because we are sharing the same basin. So that was the idea came to establish the regional training center in HRI, just to make a technology transfer between Egypt and the Nile Basin countries.
So, Dr. Mahmoud, as we are talking about the Regional Training Center, can you tell us more about the courses that are offered in this center?
I'd like to mention that the Regional Training Center has been established and started training in the field of hydraulic and river engineering with support of UNESCO IHE from the Netherlands. And we are regularly, we are organized 3 courses per year. The first course is 3 months regular courses that have been lasted 3 months. And that course is called Hydraulic Engineering River Basins. And the other course is called Environmental Hydrology for Arid and Semi-Arid Regions. And this course have been started yesterday. The opening ceremony was started yesterday. And the third course is titled Appropriate Management for Land and Water Resources for Sustainable Agriculture in Arid and Semi-Arid Regions. And the last course been in a cooperation between the National Water Research Center and the Torii University in Japan.
Dr. Khalid, to what extent this Hydraulic Institute and the training center as well are helping in increasing the cooperation between Egypt and the Nile Basin countries in the field of hydraulic and water resources fields?
Yeah, we are training water professionals from the Nile Basin countries. So we increase the capacity of these engineers in dealing with the hydraulic problems in the river basin, which is, of course, it's our basin also.
Indeed.
This helps in enhancing and improving the water resource management in the Nile basin, which consequently leads to maximize the efficiency of the water use in the Nile basin. Also, there is an advantage of this course because the participants from the Nile basin countries, they are considered as an ambassadors for their countries, and they are staying with us for periods, at least 1 month period. So they are studying together, eating together, living together in this period. This is enhance the cooperation between the Nile basin countries, and that's also reflect the it reflects the cooperation between the countries themselves.
So, Dr. Mahmoud, can you tell us more about the candidates and how can they apply for these training courses, and how do you choose those candidates?
The application through both things, through the websites. We have websites, so we announce for our courses in the website, and also through the previous participants who attended our courses. So we consider them as ambassadors for Egypt in their countries. And also we have contact with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because the Ministry of Foreign Affairs support and offered fellowship for these participants. So we have a contact with them, so they send the brochure of the course to our embassies in the Nile Basin countries. So our embassies in the Nile Basin countries contact the Ministry of Water and the specialists in water, so they encourage them to apply to our courses. So we receive the application, and we have a database for these course participants. So we have a large database and information for the participants from Africa and in particular in the Nile Basin countries.
Still with Dr. Mahmoud, can you tell us about the latest training course that you have provided in the center?
The last course that have been organized, the last 3 months, and this course it is a mix between theoretical and practical training, and at the end of the course...
and I believe, sir, we are seeing some photos from...
this is some visit to the HRI facilities, and this is one of the hydraulic models. This is a new Asub barrage, as Professor Khalid commented. After that, this is the library of the National Water Research Center. So the participant has the opportunity to visit the library and to borrow the books and the reference books. And they have visited also the Center Laboratory for water quality monitoring. This is located in the campus of the National Water Research Center, and our training center have advantage to be there. And this is some visit outside for irrigation museum in Delta Barrage. And we also visit the planning sector of the Ministry of Water and Irrigation. This is the forecasting center and the GIS unit, in order to get the experience of the ministry to the course participants. And this is also the center library located in the Ministry of Water and Irrigation. And this is the photo in front of the main building of the ministry. And also we visit the Nile water sector, which has a cooperation with the Nile Basin countries. And the chairman of the Nile water sector welcome with the course participant and have a presentation about the bilateral cooperation between Egypt and the Nile Basin countries. And here visit to El Fayoum Governorate in order to show the participant the irrigation unique scheme and unit irrigation system and the drainage system for El Fayoum, and also this visit for Dina Farm, one of the model farm in the western desert for reclamation of water and use the groundwater for irrigation. And this is for El Salam Canal, and this exactly is the siphon under Suez Canal in order to manage the water. And this is for biological treatment of water of Bahr al-Bakr. This is a pilot project in order to minimize the pollution of the water in Bahr al-Bakr. And after that, they expand the experience to the farmers around. This is the visit for Roda water level gauge. This is the oldest Nile water level gauge all over the country. And also we have a visit to Alexandria Library. So the participant has the opportunity to visit, and also here the visit to Military Museum at Bursaid City. So we have a group photo. And here Qaid said that this is one kind of the social and the cultural visits to the participants.
Okay. Going back to you, Dr. Khalid, to what extent the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation is supporting the Hydraulic Research Institute?
Of course, as I mentioned that we are a part, in fact,
Yes.
we are a part of the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation. And they are support us by providing us with the, of course, they make a financial support
Yes.
for all these training courses. And they, as Dr. Mahmoud mentioned already, there are some visits for the participants to the important projects belongs to the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation. This is done through the coordination between the Hydraulic Research Institute and the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation.
Dr. Mohammed, back to the training courses. What are the training courses provided now by the training center for the Africans and Egyptians?
Yeah, we continue our mission. As I mentioned that from 2 weeks ago we finished the last course, and we have closing ceremony. And currently we have started yesterday the opening ceremony for 1.5 months postgraduate course titled Environmental Hydrology for Arid and Semi-Arid Regions. And that course attended by about 18 participants from the Nile Basin countries, from Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, and of course Egypt. So they started already yesterday the opening ceremony, and today they starting the training activities by the lecturers.
So, Dr. Khalid, what are the achievements of the Hydraulic Research Institute?
The Hydraulic Research Institute serves the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation. So we are contribute in the mega projects.
Yes.
For example, here, as I mentioned and shown in the video, we do the design we did the hydraulic design for the new Asyut barrage.
Yes.
And now currently we are doing hydraulic design for new Dairut barrage. And also we have the training center to strengthen the cooperation between Egypt and the Nile Basin countries. We have our research plan, and all the research plan serve the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation.
Sir, Dr. Khalid, what are the main achievements of the Hydraulic Institute up till this moment from your point of view, the most important achievements that you have reached? We have said that the Institute was inaugurated in 1947, which is a long time ago. So what were the main achievements from your point of view up till this moment?
The main achievement just to emphasize about the main achievement is the help the Ministry of Water Resource Center in the design, in the hydraulic design, because we are mainly concerned in the hydraulics. The hydraulic design of the mega projects, as I mentioned, the Sud Barrage, the Europe Barrage, and the other projects. We already contributed in the Salam Canal, in the Toshka projects, and all the mega projects. We are contributed in the I mean that's in the ministry in the design and for the Ministry of the Water Resources and Irrigation. That's very important. That's our main task. Also, we are serving not only the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation, but also we extend our service. We offer a consultancy service to the ministry, for example, to the Ministry of Electricity. So we are concerned with the hydraulic design of all the power plants in Egypt. For example, we are involved in the design of Bani Suef thermal power plant. This is the new one. Yes. It's under construction now. Also, the Asyut thermal power plant. So we have also other activities beyond the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation.
So, Dr. Mahmoud, what are the available facilities in the training center?
Yeah, we have, of course, we have a lecture room, we have a computer center equipped with high standard specification. Yes. In order to serve the participant to apply the softwares and the programs during their training. And also we have library, and also we have accommodation center. Yeah. And the restaurant connected with this accommodation center, so the participants are only concentrate on study. So they don't have to concentrate for accommodation and to prepare themselves the meals. So we have restaurant to serve the participant. And also one of the advantages of our training center is located in the campus of the National Water Research Center. So we have neighbor institutes. So according and based on the interest of the course participants, we have Research Institute for Groundwater and the Water Resources Research Institute, Center Laboratory for Water Quality. So this is offers for the participant to contact these institutes for promoting themselves and getting the high degree for master and PhD degree.
Dr. Mahmoud, to what extent do you feel that after returning back to their countries, the Africans who did come and receive training here in Egypt in the center did benefit, and this did create a kind of cooperation between Egypt and Africa in that field?
Yeah, of course we have, as I told you before, that we have a big database for the course participants. And after they return back, we have in touch with this course participant, and we know that they get benefit from our courses because
they do practice what they received here.
Yeah, because it's professional courses supported by professional staff from the National Water Research Center, the lecturers themselves from the National Water Research Center, and also guest lecturer and experts from the Ministry of Water Research and Irrigation. So the participants, when they return back, they told us that they apply, for example, for master degree in Germany, in United Kingdom, so Netherlands. So they promote themselves and they send emails for us to thank for this training in our center.
I like just to comment. We have also we are hosting in Hydraulic Research Institute what we call it the Nile Basin Capacity Building Network. Yes. This is another type of capacity building. We have a training course. Training course is a capacity building, but we have another type of capacity building. That's for we are doing joint projects between Egypt and Nile Basin countries. We have clusters. for for the Nile Basin countries. So, for example, Egypt is concerned with the GIS and remote sensing. Another country is responsible for sediment transport and morphology, and we end up with one project, joint project together. So we learn from each other. Yes. We make technology transfer and data transfer between each other, and then we are talking in the same language, and that's enhance the cooperation between. We know the problem of each other, of course, during these projects. So this enhances the cooperation between Egypt and the Nile Basin countries on the technical level, and consequently it will reflect also the political level.
Indeed. Dr. Dr. Mahmoud, before we leave, I want to know about the main challenges that the training center is facing, and that you actually need to be it needs to be solved, or you don't have any funding issue or any problems.
Supporting for our training center is come from the Ministry of Waters and Irrigation and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Both ministries.
Yeah, and we have a long history with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, started by the Egyptian Fund for Technical Cooperation with Africa, and lastly by Mubadra, which is the Egyptian initiative for development in the Nile Basin countries. And from this long experience, we have extended, but we need also to contact other sponsors in order to extend, because our courses covers about 6 months per year, half a year, and the remaining time we are for preparing the courses and also for organizing some of tailor-made courses upon request from other clients.
Indeed.
Yeah. Professor Khalid Abdel Hai, Director of Hydraulic Research Institute, thank you for being with us. And Dr. Mahmoud Kamel, Manager of Regional Training Center, thank you for being with us.
Yes, I believe Shireen, Dr. Mahmoud Kamel will leave us and will stay with Dr. Khalid, as well as we'll be receiving our guest from Sudan to shed light about her training experience here in Egypt. Thank you very much, Dr. Mahmoud Kamel, Manager of Regional Training Center.
Thank you very much.
Now, our dear viewers, we'll go to a short break, and after that, we'll be back to resume our segment from the breakfast show.